So just imagine you're on your Fire Stick, Fire TV, trying to sideload your favorite application. Let's click on Android. I click on that. I then click on download to start the download. And what do I see? For security, your Fire Stick is blocked from sideloading. You are only allowed to install applications, official Amazon applications. Now, this does sound very scary, and obviously that's a mock-up, but it does show you something that will happen on all of the Amazon devices once they move away from the Android operating system. Right now, they all run Android, which means we can sideload, we can install third-party applications. We do have some level of control of the applications we want to install. The minute you move away from Android, like maybe a Roku device or maybe the Apple TV, you are pretty much guaranteeing no more sideloading, no more third-party applications, and effectively you can only install applications directly from the official application stores. Now, this was reported yesterday on the AFTV News website. Let's jump to that now. So Amazon job listing confirms that the Fire TV is dropping Android-based Fire OS. And AFTV News is definitely a trustworthy site where you will get accurate, up-to-date information about everything Amazon. Now, we can see saying that a report last year claimed that Amazon was working on a new operating system called Vega OS, which is a replacement for Android. And then it was discovered that that Vega OS is already running on some of the new Echo Show devices, but there was still some debate that would this ever transition over to the Fire TV Stick devices. But now, because of this new job opening, which I will show you in just a second, it pretty much confirms that their strategy moving forward will transition Fire TV devices, the TV-based devices, over to this new Vega OS. Now, looking at this job posting, which basically confirms exactly what Amazon's intentions are, we can see for this new software development engineer role based in Berlin, they're looking at implement and deliver features on the Fire TV client code base as it transitions from FOS, Fire OS, which is Android, to native Rust and React Native. So you can see they are looking for people, engineers with that specific skill set on how you can transition and move away from Android over to new Vega OS. So it's definitely happening, but this is also where the confusion starts, because people start saying, oh, TDUK, what if I get this Vega OS on my Fire TV device, or I need to block updates because Amazon are going to be pushing Vega OS to my Fire TV cube? Well, historically, and looking over the last 5 or 10 years, Amazon have never updated the OS version of your devices. So people running Fire OS 5, which is Android 5, are still on Fire OS 5. People running Fire OS 6, which is Android 7.1, are still on Android 7.1. So the point I'm trying to make is Amazon historically have never ever changed their OS version from one Android version to another. So you can categorically say they are never ever going to change from one entire platform to another. It's just not going to happen. We've seen in the past where sometimes the updates are, slightly off or have a few issues. And because of that, that actually breaks or bricks devices. Just imagine sending a whole new OS, a completely different operating system over the air. It's just going to cause endless problems. So it's just not going to happen. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, the devices running Fire OS are still going to be running Fire OS. This new Vega OS is going to be for the next generation of Amazon Fire TV devices. So if we maybe get a Fire Stick Max, 7th generation or 8th generation, whenever that comes out, that may already come pre-installed with Vega OS, you're definitely not going to see any update, any software update for the devices that are currently in their fleet. Now, the great thing is Amazon do have a very long history of continuing to support and update older Fire TV devices, which even today in January 2024, people with Fire OS 5 are still receiving software updates, even though that really is a legacy, very, very old device. Amazon will still continue to support it. So it just means that for the people running, the first generation 4K Fire Stick or the second generation Fire TV Cube, and obviously the latest devices like the second generation Fire Stick Max or the third generation Fire TV Cube, none of those devices will have any issues, at least for the next 7 years, because that's the minimum that Amazon will guarantee software updates. But even after that, again, I really can't see them changing the OS on existing devices. So that's pretty much this video, guys. Many thanks for watching. I know there's lots of concern in the community where people with existing Amazon devices are worried that this new Vega OS is going to stop them and block them doing sideloading, but hopefully with what I've explained today, it's just not going to happen. So really appreciate your support. Do like and share this video, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.